Welcome everybody to the Dare to Dream show on New Streaming Network and WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio. And as I say, welcome to my show. I'm Reverend Graham Williamson. I'm third generation international intuitive, evidential medium and psychic. And I'm your host. Today's topic is prep for a reading. I've been a medium most of my life. And I found out people have no clue. They come with expectation. They want a reading. And they'll say A, B, C. They give you so much information. It doesn't work that way. Seriously, it doesn't. A medium or a very good psychic, tarot card reader, whatever, pendulum, anything, want the barest minimum of information. Now, most times people are making a donation for a reading. The person who's doing the reading, the medium, psychic, reader, have to earn that. That's what I was taught by my grandmother and my mum, both mediums. She says, Graham, you were given a gift. And if somebody wants to use your gift to help them, the donation has to come from their heart. And also, they are there because Spirit have led them there. Think about it. We all are psychic. I've explained it a few times in my shows in the past. But we all have that intuition. It's whether you listen to it that makes it what it is. Better or nonchalant. Don't care. But when somebody comes to sit at my table for a reading, I always say, please just tell me your name that you go by, just Fred, Tom, Harry, Helen, whatever it is, or nickname, whatever. That's all I need. And I always ask them if I may hold their right hand in my left. Why? Well, we all give off energy from our auric field that expands way beyond our physical body. It's an energy. And that energy, being what it is, invisible to the naked eye for most people, and a lot of mediums that I know that are very good ones can sense that energy. And that energy is amplified by the connection with Spirit around them. So when somebody comes for a reading, the auric energy touches the medium and or psychic. And I've got to say this in all respect to all the people. If they're any good and worth their title of medium, tarot, and psychic, they don't need anything else. Because their job is to be a conduit from Spirit when you're a medium. When you're a psychic, it's about what they truly feel within themselves from the recipient, the person in front of them. And I have had a few people that phone me up for readings and they say, look, this is all I need. I want to know my future. I want to know this. I want. Heck no, I don't do it. Because my job is to show you, and what Spirit have been trying to tell them, show them, inform them, instruct them for a long time. And it's not about what they want, it's about what they need. It's a heck of a difference, folks. Right. For example, that picture behind me was Tower Bridge for a long time. And I was thinking about my book now, just written and stuff, and then it came. A friend of mine gave it. He said, I've got throw it away. You want it? Perfect. Reminds me of my book. I didn't ask for it. I didn't want it, but I needed it because it captured what my story was about. So when somebody comes to sit in front of me, they are the picture. Their energy is all I need. I don't need their ego to say, I want this and I want that. And, oh, my uncle died of a heart attack or an injury or whatever. I don't want to know that. I'm informing you what it's about. So please, if you go to a medium, psychic reader, tarot, whatever it is, or whoever they are, my apologies, just say, may I have a reading? That's all you need to say. And how much do you want donated? How long is that for? That's it. It's as simple as that. Because I've seen so many people that have come to me and said, well, I got reading off such and such, and a card reading off somebody else. And honestly, it wasn't very good. I said, were you talking non-stop? Oh, yeah. That's why it wasn't very good. Because the medium, or I'll just say the reader, regardless, the reader can't discern what they feel if you keep on talking to them and giving them so much information. It's like a picture. That picture says about Native Americans. It says it there. And the reader picks that up. It's a picture. Your words, your actions are a picture. They don't need that. They want to use their abilities to give you what they feel from spirit and or the cards or whatever. You have to prepare yourself to go and say the barest minimum to whoever's going to give you a reading. Then you can say, yeah, it's worth giving you a donation. That to me is the best reward, when I can connect with somebody who's a very strong skeptic. Oh, this doesn't work. It's all fairground stuff, which is a bit of an insult to the fairground people. I know a lot of fairground people. When I was a child, I grew up going to the circus and the country fair that had been going around hundreds of years in England. And I learned some of the techniques they had. I'd sit and listen to these people outside the tents. I had permission. I was a child. But I learned, no, shut up, please. You want to read it? This is what it is. Oh, am I going to stay at my job? And I've been there for 50. I don't want to know. You see, you want them to do a reading for you. So why are you telling them the whole story to start with? Does it make sense? It's like you switch on your TV, your favourite show's on. And on the bottom, it's got words that say, now Joe's going to kill such and such. Now Joe's going to go off with such and such. It ruins the story, doesn't it? Think about it. To prepare for a reading is simple. Do you need a reading? Or are you going to just go, well, I know I keep on coming back to the same point in my life, and now I'm going to go for another reading to see if it's changed. It never does. Think about how that's said. Think about the way the person's saying it. Is that you? Are you going for a reading for a specific thing? I understand when somebody's lost somebody. And normally I can feel straight away that that person's missing somebody. I've been attending fairs local for the last 2 or 3 years now, going around Florida. And the lady was one of the vendors. And finally she came up to me and says, Graham, can you give me a reading? Nobody's ever been able to give me a reading. They're all the same, all the same. I said, okay, on 2 conditions. You tell me your name that you like to be called by, and then you shut up. 2 minutes later, she's reaching out for her tissues, crying her heart out. Nobody's ever made me cry. These are not tears of sadness. These are tears of joy. Because she never broke the rule for me by opening her mouth and telling me her story. I could tell her about those who had passed, why it had passed, it wasn't her fault, and etc., etc. And she really felt free for the first time in many, many years. This guilt she'd been carrying, not being there at the right time, or so she thought. But what I told her from Spirit shocked her. I've never cried before. Never, ever. I said, that's sad, really, isn't it? Do you know what tears mean? I asked her. She said, no, what? Water the garden of your heart. When you cry tears of joy, of finding out your loved ones are still with you, and it's in your heart can breathe again. It grows stronger. And as a medium, it's my job to uplift somebody, not light up, not give them full of baloney and make believe. No, I won't do it. As I said, I've only done 3 readings. I was like, sorry, no, I can't do it because I'm not receptive. I don't blame the recipient. I just said, I'm not feeling well, or make some factual statement, and I don't do the reading because I'm human and I feel people. I'm not a strong empath. I'm a gifted psychic medium. Have been for many years, but I will not break my rules to Spirit or my honor to my mother and my grandmother, who taught me and my siblings the basics of being a medium. I'm the only one doing this. They all went nursing. I nurse the soul, not the body. They nurse the body. But in the hospital, you go up and say, these are my symptoms. Can you help me? Doctor says, yeah, no problem. But when you go for a reading, you sit down, you say your name, and you listen. The medium or reader has to listen to themselves. They have to listen to their intuition. They have to listen to what memories are being stirred by Spirit or the energy that's flowing through them from Spirit. And they have to be honest enough to say, without thinking, is this the right thing to say? Is this It has to be the right thing if you've done your job properly. And that's one of the preparations to do a reading for me. I always, before I sit down to do any reading, if I can, 15 minutes before the sessions or before I get to an event, I say a prayer of intention, of preparation. And I thank Spirit for allowing me to participate and uplift somebody. I take this as a very serious part of my life. I love helping people realize when somebody passes, yeah, the body is physically no longer here, but their energy sure is. I can feel it. And when I describe stuff to them, and sometimes it's of that morning or just an hour or two before, the recipient sat in front of me and I told them what they did before they came to sit down. Because a male, female, or whomever, mother, father, spouse, whatever, comes through and describes something to me, and I picture it, or I feel it, or I smell it. And I see it in my mind's eye, and I can hear things. Whatever sense is triggered by that memory that is stirred within me, I know it belongs to the recipient. That takes practice. And I've been preparing all my life to be a medium. I didn't know it really, and what it meant to be a medium. I do now. And I'm still learning what it takes to be a medium. At these events I do, I normally give one lecture for between the 2-day period, just one, normally for about 40-45 minutes. What is an evidential medium is my normal topic, but I've decided to change it. And it's now difference between a medium and a psychic, or preparation for a reading. I never plan what I'm going to say for my shows. I don't need to. Spirit have been working with me all my life, and I trust them beyond any doubt. Think about what the word doubt means. A thought you've had and you've had time to peruse it, to dissect it and say, something's wrong here. That's doubt. I have no doubt when I'm working with spirit. It flows because of my trust in them. They never let me down. And Cece can vouch for this. I have never prepped a show, ever. Sometimes I don't give her the title of the show until the day of the show. You see, preparing to do a reading is living your life to the best of your ability. Not expect anybody to do something for you just because they can. Not demand anything from somebody just because you want, and things like that. Can't do that. I will not do it. I won't tolerate it of myself. So why should I tolerate it of somebody else? The fairground gypsy, gypsies we used to have. And the place I used to live in, a place called Castle Donington, Leicestershire, Derby, England. Sorry, Castle Donington, Leicestershire, the Midlands, England. And watching these people pull up in their trucks, the old carriages with the horse-drawn carts, with the gypsy, ornate wooden caravans on wheels, that memory still makes me go, yep, I actually saw them. I met them. Their routine of getting a sacred spot in their tents where they were going to do readings, they prepared a table. They put things on it that they wanted to show their trade inside this little caboose tent. And they sit there for about an hour, relaxing, getting the energy, how they enjoyed it, preparing to do readings. And you could tell the good ones, they were there for the hour, or there for the set time they needed to prepare to do a reading. And they wear all the scarves, the earrings, medallions and rings and everything. And the Roman and Gypsy style. Fascinating. But they taught me, like my grandparent and my mum, being a medium and a reader is serious business. You're helping somebody better their lives or not. What do you think is more rewarding? To prove continuity of life after death, or scaring the bejesus out of somebody? Not difficult, is it? So I just want you to think about, do I need a reading? Write down what you feel, or do a recording. Just express yourself from your heart. Close your eyes so nothing distracts you. It's a bit like I do when I do my readings or do my shows. I'm not thinking at all. You see, I can go into a trance if I want to. If I start doing this, I know Spirit want to talk. But I do that before my show. I don't do it on my show. So when I do this before my show, I know Spirit want me to talk. If I didn't feel that, I think, hang on, I'm doing something wrong, or I'm not prepared. It's more ego-driven. No, can't allow that. Because I'm helping somebody to live without the pain, without the agony and the loss, the sadness of losing somebody. You prepare to do a reading with those intentions. You come for a reading to find an answer, to make you feel better in yourself. Did I do the right thing? Could I have done more? Should I have done this? Should I have done that? What are those things? You're right to think them and feel them. And some people are so afraid to cry. Sign of weakness. Heck no. Crying is not a sign of weakness. I know some people cry when they're extremely angry. And yet their face is just placid, but the tears are coming out. They're so angry, they're frustrated in not being able to vent. You have tear ducts, you have a heart. They're supposed to work together. When you, as a recipient, hear what the mediums shared with you from spirit, and it makes your heart ache with sadness and joy at the same time, cry. Be expected to cry. It's release. You have a tears in your body to release pressure, to stop your eyes drying up, to clean them. But think about it, it stops the dryness, the ache in your heart when you cry. It cleans your eye of tears. So it helps you see better in your heart. You see, our bodies are marvels. They still haven't worked out how the brain works. They're still trying to figure out what the heart actually does. With all these hundreds of years of medical science, and they're still stumped with NDEs, near-death experience. They still can't fathom 100% about spirits or ghosts. With all the technology, we can go to the moon, we can even probably go to Mars. We've seen all these so-called alien comets and all the rest of it. Science prepared for that, but they can't prepare for a medium. They can't prepare for a psychic. Only the medium and the psychic can do that. And don't forget, you're a psychic, and some of you are mediums. But you have to prepare your senses. You have to trust yourself. You've got to be honest with yourself. I learned many years ago, I'm a recovered alcoholic. I failed on many things, and I took ownership of it. I'm not proud of 99.9% of it. And the 0.01%, I'm still questioning. So I thought, why did I come on this earth and screw up so many times? I've got one answer. How can you teach somebody how not to do something if you don't know anything about it? Your life is a preparation for this moment. Why did you sit in front of this camera or video to listen to what I'm saying? Because you were meant to. You see, spirit work in mysterious ways. And if any of you have experienced or have experienced deja vu, meaning you think beyond doubt that you've done something again when you know consciously you haven't, subconsciously it says, oh, but you have. It's because your spirit in the other realm, before you came on this earth, saw things and you decided, I want to experience that. So you're born, and some of those memories are latent within your subconscious. And when something that you encounter on this earth triggers that memory, that's the moment you realize you've done what you set out to do, the deja vu. You've experienced what you wanted to experience, whether it's good or bad. You are prepared for it. I've had many times of deja vu. Not so many now, but I had a lot when I was younger. I'm only 17, but I'm dyslexic. And no distortions against somebody with dyslexia. My wife has dyslexia. One of my siblings, one of my children have dyslexia. I'm not making a joke of it in that sense. But I'm 17 or 71. You choose. Is my point. You see, I've been preparing to be here today to give you this show. I'm preparing for a reading. Look at your past, not your future. Look at your past now and say, have I done anything to counteract the negative? Could I do anything to counteract the negative? If your future looks bleak, look in the past. I said at the very beginning of the show, I'm a recovered alcoholic. I used to drink so many beers. Now I'm thinking, how the heck did I do that? But I was a fitness fanatic. Used to do long distance runs and swim along over a mile. I love swimming. I love jogging. I only jogged to complete the distance I'd set my mind to do. So I had to learn how to swim. I had to learn how to jog properly. I learned how to be a medium properly. To give you this information takes time. Your past prepares you for the moment that you are at this time. If you want any further help and assistance in becoming a medium or a psychic or a reader, I'm available. You can contact me on my email addresses. I have two. A medium77, all one word, at gmail.com, or the Britt, that's THEBRITT77 at hotmail.com, and send me an email. Or you can phone me on Florida, USA 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message and I will get back in touch with you. If you don't, I won't respond. Or look me up on Facebook. Medium Graham Williamson is my page, or Graham Williamson. You can see my face. And you can ask me any questions, because I'm here for you and I'm here for spirit. I'm the conduit for what works in my life when I encounter a recipient that needs help. But don't come to me and sit down and say, well, I want this. Sorry, I'm not God. I can't give you everything that you want. I have abilities, same as you do. I have to work at it. I have to be honest to earn your trust and your donation. You see, life is about preparing yourself for death. I know that I'm doing the best I can now. So should anything happen to me, whenever it does, and I go upstairs or wherever, I've done the best I can. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of my past because I learned from my past. I'm not happy with it, but I can't change it. My perspective has changed because I prepared myself to be the best person that I can be by learning from my mistakes. It's no use going and saying, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. You can't change the past. You just can't. You can accept your perception of it. You can learn from it here and now. You prepared for this moment in your life for a reading. My shows are about teaching you. I am reading for you, those that are listening. Do you want to let go of that negativity? Or don't you? That's your choice. And the whole point of your life is to make the best choice you can. The other aspect of preparing for a reading is, who are you? Who are you inside your own subconscious, consciously? Are you aware of what you eat and drink, what you say, what you do? You see, every aspect of your life is like a diamond. A diamond is made up of different facets, F-A-C-E-T-S, facets. And I have used that diamond analogy many times in lectures I've done. I say, you are a spiritual being and you're of one energy, same as us. Every single one of us is the same. Every single thing around us belongs to that one energy. As a diamond, what do you see? Because that diamond is the same energy I'm referring to. And everybody says, oh, I can see a diamond, it's got all the facets. No, you missed the point. You look out from the diamond. You look out from that energy that makes the diamond. You are a facet of the diamond. So if you can see the diamond, you're saying that you don't belong with the energy. You see, the only way you can see a diamond is when you're not a part of it. I prepared myself many years ago, and I stopped seeing the diamond image in my mind because I knew I belonged to everything else. My animals, our animals that live with us, they all come up to us whenever they feel they want to stroke or just to be near us. I have one cat that sleeps at one foot and a dog that sleeps at the other foot on top of the bed. And as soon as I move, they go back to my feet. They don't come up near the top because they know they're going to get probably too tight between my wife and myself because we like to have our space in the bed. What's that got to do with readings? Well, think about animals when they trust you and love you and not afraid of you, then your energy is good. A cat won't stay with you if it doesn't feel safe. A dog will come to you but then run off and leave you. Now, sit near you but not quite close. He's afraid if you move suddenly, oh. Our animals, if I say, Bo, B-O, our little dog, don't move, he'll get up, move aside, watching me, I'll run past, and he'll lay down again. Because I don't want to step over it. I'll go around my animals, I don't go over them. You see, our energy, as I said at the beginning, is the auric field, and it's massive. Because I'm an open person. You know, you see my face, you know, I'm not guessing it, I'm just saying what comes from within. Sorry, Spirit. I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm going to close my eyes and tell you something from Spirit. To live your life to the fullest is to look after your heart. You eat the food that nourishes you, but you forget your spirit. Your mind, your ego takes over, and that's when things fall apart. The whole point of your life is to live from your heart. It is not to be subdued by other people's opinions and actions. It's how you respond to those moments. You can walk away with your head held high, or you can cower. The point of life is to be the best of you, not anybody else. You live your life for a short time on this earth to experience things that which you need for when you return. Because you live longer on our side than your side. Your life is limited on this earth as a physical being. Your spirit exists before you come on this earth. It will exist when you leave this earth. But your memory of those that have encountered your energy will remember you in good or bad moments. What legacy would you like to leave behind? The legacy of truth, love, and empathy? Or you think of your alternative? You are here on a limited time. Prepare your life for the life after your body ceases to function. The point of your life is to encounter, experience joy, love. When you have those in your heart, enjoy the moments you have left. It can be a moment or it could be a lifetime. What happens around you is not your fault. It's how you react to those moments around you that decide your life is going to be improved or not. I ask for Graham to listen to your hearts, not your heads. Thank you for listening. Wow, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I've not done that before on this show. I hope whatever is said, I'm going to have to play this tape back now and listen. I hope I've not scared you. I hope what I've shared with you is preparation for a reading. I'm your host, Reverend Graham Williamson, on Dare to Dream of New Streaming Network, Going Solo. If you want to contact me, as I said earlier, I have two emails, a medium77@gmail.com or the Britt, THEBRITT77 Leave me a question or comment. I will answer as soon as I can. Or you can give me a call on Florida, USA 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message. I will get back to you again if you leave a voice message, and as soon as I can. Or contact me on Facebook, Graham Williamson, or Medium Graham Williamson. That's my page. I enjoy doing my shows for you. My next show, thanks Cece, is October the 22nd, 6 p.m. EST. I don't know what the topic's going to be, but I hope you'll join me. And if you go to the network, WGSN-DB Going Solo Network, you can find my shows. And there's quite a few of them now. I've been doing this for 2 or 3 years now. And I hope what I've shared with you will help you. Oh, thanks, Cece. My book hopefully will be out next month, A Spirit for All Nations. And it's the first one called An Awakening Begins. My daughter in England reminded me to write it. After 40 years, I sat down 5 years ago. It took me 3 months. Now I'm going through all the publishing things that you've got to do. It's getting very close to being published. It's not about mediumship. It's a thriller, fictional, suspense, and all the rest of it. I will put up a little blog for you to read on my page in a medium when it's published. But thanks, Cece, for that. But my show is all about spirit, and my book was about bringing people together. It was 97,000 plus words initially, down to 64,500 approx. From 274 pages to 163 after editing and the different style of format. But the story only took me 3.5 months to do. I didn't realize my life had prepared me to write a book. And I'm on book 2 already, chapter 8, nearly chapter 9 now. You see, my life has prepared me, and I've listened, and my experiences I put into the book. Some are fictional, some of them are semi-biographical. I'm just learning new words. But you see, life's about preparing yourself for now, for today, not tomorrow. Living now from your past makes a better tomorrow. Think about that. And I think I'll say good night, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. I hope you've enjoyed the show. As I say, I'm Reverend Graham Williamson, third generation international intuitive evidential medium and psychic, host of Dare to Dream. And I wish you all a fantastic night and see you in 2 weeks. Love and blessings.